Hello, my name is Visklugers and welcome to World of Tanks, and today we have a replay about Tier 7 American heavy tank. And the driver is Pakes Guerri, or at least I think his name is pronounced something like that, and we're just gonna call him Pakes for the rest of this replay. Now, Pakes has a really nice matchup for the T29. He's on top tier, and well, there are like most of the vehicles are actually tier 7, but he is top tier, which is great. And the map is also fantastic for the T29, since it has a lot of hills and dips and cliffs where you can hide your whole armor. The whole armor is like, it's like relatively well armored. If you are engaging like tier 5s and some tier 6 tanks, mostly mediums, they will have trouble penetrating your whole armor. But any tier 7 or higher will go your whole armor like butter. The turret armor, however, is a whole nother story. And it's when you get the T29 hold down, it's really hard to dig out. Now Pakes is trying to move into a position, and you know, they have quite a nice spread. On the north there's very little tanks, however, so that might become a problem since the first enemy tanks are spotted there. There's a T37. It's trying to get a shot at him, but yeah, that's you really need a luck of an Irish to hit from this far. And he's disappeared. Makes a blind shot just to make sure. You know, you can always hit. It doesn't hurt to make a blind shot. So there's a relatively few enemies around here. They haven't actually spotted anyone in here. Now the Black Prince is another very well armored tier 7 medium tank. Heavy tank. The turret armor is very good. But you know, you have the munition, so take the shot. Now the north has pretty much collapsed entirely. There's a couple of tanks defending the base, but other than that, it's quite a free ticket for the enemy team. And they're losing 0-4. It's not good. They really need to push fast and hard, or they need to go back to defend the base. And he's been spotted. Now Pakes decides that fuck it, I'm going back to base, since like mostly people are going to the enemy base. The friendly T29 is kinda he won't decide, he just stays in the middle. But now the enemy tanks are pouring into the base. It's only a matter of time. And the T29 is relatively slow, and it will take some time for Pakes to get into a defendable position. And the cap counter has started. Oh wait! The Yak Panther claims the first kill for their team. It's only 1-7. Well, now 2-7. It's not looking very good. But now Pakes has found a lovely spot and claims his first victim. Now, since his team has managed to kill the Hummel on the enemy team, there is no artillery, which means that he can pretty much take his time and sit in here. And the tiger will have very, very hard time digging him out, since the Pakes can pretty much be held down, and he's almost impervious to any of the enemy tanks. And the tiger knows he's doomed. He tries to close in the distance. Now Pakes bounces an IS shell and keeps bouncing the tiger. The only way they can penetrate him is to hit the hatch on top of the turret, and it's not too big target. Now he decides to take out the tiger, and he managed to deal all 1500 damage to him. He's already on 2000 hit damage. The odds are not in his favor though. All the attackers are dead in the enemy base, so the scores are 7-11, which is not too great. But now he has the Black Prince frontally this time, so it's relatively easy to go through the Black Prince's slower glacis. If the Black Prince would be hold down or angling his armor, it would be a very, very tricky to penetrate him. And the Pakes misses this shot this time, but he has the time, and the Black Prince pretty much can't do anything to Pakes. Now Pakes does not have binoculars, so he can't see too far. The T29 has surprisingly good view range, but it could be better. Now the enemies are starting to push on the other flank, and Pakes is starting to feel the pressure that, you know, where are the enemy tanks? Oh, someone is in the base. It's probably the IS or the A20. But where the Black Prince has gone? His lovely shot at the Yak Panther. There's the A20. So it's probably IS which is in the cap. Good night. Takes out the A20. And he's now on 3000 damage. There's the Black Prince. So it has to be the IS on the cap. He stops to take a shot, and it pays off. Now he wants to take out this Black Prince, which is quite risky. Come on! Oh, he misses the shot, but now he has to interrupt the cap. The IS probably tried to go for the other T29. Interrupts the cap, and now he can take his time. There's no hurry. Yeah, the IS is definitely shooting at the other T29. Alright, now the IS is one shot. Oh, who put that rock there? He takes a hit, but it's eaten by the tracks. And nails the IS. So it's only 2 versus 4. And Pakes is on full health. He's been reasonably lucky with the IS not shooting at him and bouncing the shot at his side. Now he has the advantage that pretty much all the enemy tanks are now in his front. He's no longer surrounded. So he must feel a lot safer. He's slowly making up. And the Chinukai pretty much has like no chance. Tries to snipe the Capola, but oh, the Chinukai just moves. The enemy Digamax is being very salty, but this is exactly how you need to play the T29. The E25 is retreating after being punched by the other T29. It's starting to look very good. Now there's that Chinukai and there he goes. Now it's only the E25 and the T25-2. And doesn't quite reload fast enough. The E25 is probably far, far away now. He's been spotted and he's in danger of being shot at by the E25. And there he is. Now he chooses to go hunt down the E25. Which I think is very intelligent thing to do, since it is a very fast moving tank. The T25 moves into the town, which allows the E25 to escape to the higher ground. Now Pakes is pursuing, which I think is a very good call. Oh, there's the T25 absorbs another shot in his tracks and misses. The T25 is on 5 kills, so he knows what he's doing, but he's getting pretty unlucky. Pig slowly climbs this hill, and the E25 is probably miles away. But what? Alright. Didn't see that one coming. And punches his ticket. So it's only the T25-2 remaining. And he's somewhere in the town. He's so slow. He can't have gone far. There he is. Ah, bounces. Well, he's in a very strong location. He's on full health and hold down. The T25-2 is pretty much doomed. There's very little he can do. And there he goes. This was absolutely stunning game for Pakes. He got his mastery badge, steel wall, defender, high caliber, and a top gun. He got 1,661 base experience, and he had to deal 4,562 damage. It's just enormous amount of damage for a tier 7 vehicle in a tier 7 game. There is, you know, he shot 31 times of 21 hit and 18 penetrated, which shows you the fact that the T29's gun is not the most reliable. It is in fact quite inaccurate, but otherwise pretty darn good. He received 15 hits, of which none penetrated. He blocked almost 3,000 damage, which is like more than double his hit points, which is stunningly good and shows you the great potential hold down capabilities of the T29. He damaged 9 out of 15 vehicles and killed 7 of them. I haven't ever played even close this good game in the T29, and it's just, yeah, if you get the T29 working, it's a beast. It's really good vehicle. I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you have your own replays, you can send them to me, and I'll see you in the next video.